So I am here for my 29-week pregnancy update. I'm sorry that I missed last week's one. I was trying to wait for the results of my 1-hour glucose test, and thanks to Hurricane Harvey, it took them a while to get the results, and so by the time they got them, it was the end of the week, and I wasn't feeling well by that point, and so I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to wait until next week. I'll just let them know what's going on then. So, yeah, the results are, I have gestational diabetes. Shock, surprise. For those of you who have not been watching all my videos, I had gestational diabetes with my first pregnancy, and so we went into this pregnancy kind of expecting that I would probably have it again, because once you have it one time, every pregnancy after that, there's an even higher chance of you getting gestational diabetes. And surprise! No, I'm not taking the 3-hour. I did say this in the last video, but again, for those of you who are new here, I am not taking the 3-hour because I passed out at the end of the 3-hour with my first pregnancy, and thanks to a little heart condition that I have, I just don't risk blood tests if I don't absolutely need to. So talk to the doctor. She's okay with me not taking the 3-hour and just going ahead with assuming that I have gestational diabetes. So yay! That being said, no, I have not seen the doctor yet since I've gotten the results. I'm actually going to be seeing her tomorrow, so I'll let you guys know how that goes in next week's video. I have been checking my blood sugar with my monitor that I still have from last go round, and everything's been good so far. Like I'm with my current diet, I'm still able to keep my blood sugar under 100, so that's a good thing. I've not gone over 100 so far. I don't know if that's a bad thing though. I'm starting to get kind of worried at this point, because I did have some go slightly over the last pregnancy. I don't know. As I said, I'm going to talk to my doctor tomorrow and see what she says. Hopefully I'm not going to have to do all 4 pricks, because in case you are not familiar with gestational diabetes, whenever you test, unless your doctor says otherwise, they usually say there's your fasting one, which is whenever you first wake up before you eat breakfast, and then 2 hours after breakfast, 2 hours after lunch, 2 hours after dinner. Now, I haven't been checking after lunch because, you see, I don't have 3 big meals a day. I more have 4 smaller meals, sometimes 5 smaller meals, which is probably why my numbers have not really been that high. It's actually recommended that you have more small meals than less big meals. So, I don't know. If she does say I have to test all 4 times, I don't know quite how I'm going to manage that, because like I feel weak if I wait too long, and so I've pretty much got my eating schedule, and I'm really hoping she's not going to make me change it. So I have been having horrible indigestion. Like I've said this before, but it's bad. At one point my daughter had woken up, well, she didn't even take a nap, and so I couldn't take a nap, and I wasn't feeling well at all thanks to indigestion. Like I felt like I was going to throw up. That's how bad it was. And so I basically closed us both in her room, and since she now has the queen bed in there, I just laid on the bed, and her room is safe for her to just play in, and so I just laid there. I didn't fall asleep because, you know, she was playing and it gets kind of loud. But I just lay there. I'm like, okay, Rich should be getting off soon. If he doesn't get off soon, then I'll call someone and see if they can come over and help me out. But like, it was bad. It was, and it hasn't really been that great since. Richie made barbecue, and then I had made chili, and I haven't been eating any of it. I've basically been eating sandwiches because I'm just terrified of more indigestion. Like, it looks so good, it smells so good, but I don't want to hurt, so I'm not eating it. Only a few more weeks left. Well, I say a few, it's like a couple more months. But I'm forever itchy. Oh my goodness. My skin is so itchy. I've said this before. I mean, most of this I've said before. I am so itchy. It's just, it's unreal. I'm going to need to buy more coconut oil soon because, yeah, anytime I'm itchy in the belly, boob, thigh region, I put some oil on there so that I don't scratch, because then that makes it even more likely for more stretch marks to appear, and I have enough as it is, and so I'm like layering the coconut oil, and so it does help a lot. I only use it like twice a day max because it relieves the itchiness, but oh my god, I hate itchy. I hate being itchy so much. I have also just recently started doing some light stretches. I've said this before that my ankles have been really stiff and my back hurts a lot, and so I went on YouTube, you know, where you guys are right now, and looked up some workouts specifically for women in the 3rd trimester because I haven't been working out this whole time. I used to walk a lot, and as soon as I went to the ER, any working out that I used to do just stopped because I was just terrified of anything going wrong, because that's scary. Going to the ER when you're pregnant at 10 weeks is scary, okay? And so I have not been risking it, and as I said, I've been stiff, my back has been hurting. I'm like, you know what, I should probably start doing some light exercises before this baby gets here, because it's better if you've been moving in the weeks coming up to labor than just sitting on your butt like I've been doing, and I've been finding myself sitting on my butt way too much lately, and so I've started doing that, and right now I am very, very sore. My muscles hurt. Yeah, that's because whenever you're working out with a toddler, if you've never done that before, okay, like just the first 5-minute warm-up before the actual workout stretches out to like 15 with you chasing the toddler around, and do that first time. I didn't even make it to the actual workout. Like by the time the warm-up was done, I'm like, like I was done. I just dropped to the sofa. I'm like, okay, I hurt. I can't breathe. Because remember, also, I'm asthmatic, which means I get out of breath so much faster. Thankfully though, since I'm pregnant, I start to sweat faster too, which is great, because used to be, like whenever I'm not pregnant, I have problems breathing long before I'm to that level where you start sweating. And yeah, as most people know, you're not really working out until you're sweating, and yeah, with asthma, before I'm to that point, I'm like, like it's bad. But I keep my inhaler on me. I know how to work out while having my inhaler. So I've looked all that shit up and talked to the doctor, but still annoying. So last thing that I've noticed that I don't think I have mentioned, like I'm pretty sure I've not mentioned this in a video. I've mentioned this to various people that I talk to, but I don't think I've ever mentioned this in a pregnancy update. The movements in my belly are so much more visible this pregnancy than the last pregnancy. Like, and I'm pretty sure I know the reason why. Last pregnancy, if you go back, by this point, I was so swollen, like my eyes could barely open, okay? Like, oh my God. I was looking at some of my later week videos from my first pregnancy, and it was bad, okay? Like, I seriously mean, my eyes were like this because I was just so swollen. And I think because of that, you couldn't really see much of the movements. Like, I can see in general, like, where she was, Like if she was hanging out on this side, I could see it, you know, more like this. But no, like this pregnancy, as you can see, I haven't really gained that much weight anywhere other than in my stomach. Like, you know, there's a little bit here and there. My face is slightly whiter, but for the most part, I haven't really gained anything outside of baby stuff. And so any movement is like, like there are seriously times that my stomach does that, and it's so weird because it didn't happen the first go round. Like it's just, like it's so weird, guys. Like I can't even talk. That's how weird it is. But yeah, like wow. Anyway, that being said, I'm gonna show you guys my belly now because that's all I have to say. Alrighty, so this is it from the front and from the side and from the other side and shirt up. Camera's not as far back as I thought it was. Oops. There you go. I gotta keep getting on my tippy toes. But yeah. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. If you are not subscribed, please be sure to do so right now and press the little bell right next to it so you can get notifications every time we upload. We upload every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday with a bonus video somewhere in the mix. Anyway, once again, thank you guys for watching.